character. Level scaling, oh shit. Probably should do that. I don't know, first playthrough, do I really want that? Critical pass only, I guess. That's a mid thing. We don't go all, we don't go none. That should be good. Could also only scale upwards, but that's not what I'm gonna do. You have to transfer the files. Oh, you have to put them into the PoE2 folder, you mean? That's annoying. I think I'm just gonna do a complete fresh start then. Whatever. There was enough waiting around and waiting for the game to download, so I'm not gonna do that now. I just wanna play. Also, should I just go ahead and create my Cipher Monk, or should I look through all classes first? I think I should look through all the single classes first, at least. You guys don't mind? You should be a wizard, Harry. I think Megania and Sai are the biggest wizard fans here.
Aora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel. The cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods, and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as
Planned the entire build, forgot to think of a name. That's rough.
You traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in the country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, Rat, because there's no HP now.
Ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls.
Yeah, I mean, you could go fight there for self-healing.
Also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos Ix Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods.
Devoted monk.
Visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnua, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Or fight that chant, that could also be amazing. Double healing. You have the ancient memory. You have the chant with healing, the level 1 chant, and you have the fighter passive. Nothing beats explosions. Explosions.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old.
Oh, is that it there?
Lifting the curse. Must have told it 100 times.
That's it there.
But something got to gnawing at me. Thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. Maybe the gods weren't finished with us.
Holy shit.
I used to dream that when my god came back, he would forgive us.
This is sick.
That's the trouble with dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
Holy shit. Lightning strike, swift strikes, god tier. Yeah. But you don't need to be fight dead to use that, of course, right? Would be good with the cipher as well. So much copper and materials. And turns.
And so you wake to a sleepless world. The in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here.
Oh, we've got a cursor. This looks like some Tides of Numenera shit right here. These things to walk over. Wait, am I supposed to do something? Yeah! This is Tide of Numenera now. This looks so dope! One of the 4 classes you were able to solo POTD during the beta.
You have seen past the shrine.
Oh, it's
You
her,
are a watcher now.
the dwarf.
And watcher you will stay.
Thank you, Sai.
Sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls
Never.
send them back.
This looks so crazy.
A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed.
Solo Shan, der tankiest motherfucker, yeah. I think Solo Shan, der fighter, that's just insane.
What is a god?
Rad is gonna fight Sai,
A higher power, a rewarder of good
as
deeds
always.
and punisher of the wicked.
The gods aren't
I wonder if you can just skip this if you have a second playthrough.
something created by
Probably if you hit escape.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
Oh, it seems to be end of the line.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
Yeah, my cursor's gone. Yeah, probably can just hit escape if you want to skip that in a second playthrough. But that looks so amazing. Such a shame there's no multiplayer in this game. Imagine there was. No, I didn't make a character already. Still trying to get there.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of a welcoming rictus across his visage.
So the... what's she called? The person who tells the story is a female? I didn't know that. Yours is downloaded now?
You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved Mary gourd.
Pass of the poo.
Discolored splotches.
I mean, it was fun while it lasted though. Pass of Exile. I'm glad I played it for so long. I did it a bit too much, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, you can talk to these pillars here or whatever that is. Oh no, that's a person. Looked like a pillar to me.
The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod.
Oh, this is amazing. You don't have to move the camera anymore. I love it. This looks so good. Yo, look at this. This is so Tides of Numenera. Totally.
Sit, please.
Oh, I can sit? You never could sit before in this game. This is Fallout now.
Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
Paladin Knight.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times. She's preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
Alright. Well, I've been everything. So I can choose whatever I want, I guess. 1 more hour, wow. The wait time is so insane. I don't know if that was intentional or just too many people trying to download it. So this is Returned the Lost Hollowborn. I did that once, I think. But most of the times I went with Galavane's option. Oh wait, it says import PoE1 save here. I can actually import. I can import my Chanter? Who's that? Oh shit, I don't remember. I think this is both Paladins. Yeah, I can't import the cipher because the cipher had the bug where I couldn't get out of combat. I don't really want to do this. I mean, this is my ultimate Chanter. So, would be kind of cool to import it, but I want it to be Cypher, so nah. Cypher Barbarian. I could go Cypher Chanter. That's so cheesy though, I would fit the name real well. Quick question for all, I'm the only one that find it annoying and irritating that Obsidian gives early access to all these streamers. And not to backhabiters. I mean, I think Cole is a backer. He backed with like 4K or something, so I wouldn't make a division between him and backers because he's a pretty huge backer. But I don't know, 5 days early was a bit crazy. Definitely. Should have been 2 days early maybe. But I don't care, I'm over that now. Guys, help me, should I take the Chanter or should I just make a new guy? When I see this, I really wanna take it, but yeah, 80% of them never even played bit. That was something I kind of didn't like as well. Take the cheese. Let's go destroy all my plans with Barbarian, with Monk Cipher though. Or can you still change the class? I wonder if you still can select a new class. Or if you can just multi-class it. I think Fresh Start would be better, because I don't want to end up having to go Chanter. And also, hello Mr. Greenface, how are you doing? Yeah, I think Fresh Start is better. If I had my Cipher, then I would do it. But it's bugged, so... This might be just the backstory, I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't want to have to start over, so...
Does everything appear to be in order?
Yes.
Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bera. one half anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge. The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
Yeah, that's right, in Twin Elms. So what does this mean? This is a result of a choice. Oh, okay. Right.
You did.
She places a card on the table, showing a tall tower with the gods' constellations arrayed around it in the sky.
Oh, right. Do you think if something doesn't work with the live version and you import that, that character will be lost, or?
She places a card in the middle of the arrangement. A bell tower with no bell. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
The patch a lot prior to release that was not tested in beta. Okay.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you. The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothus. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothus stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between.
Oh, you mean if a bug would be based off the fact that you imported, right?
You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him. No, but neither is your body truly alive. Your lungs draw breath, your heart pumps blood, but your flesh is as soulless as a hollowborn. That is, until I return you.
She delicately places a card upright on the table. The art depicts souls flowing out of a pillar of Audra.
Okay. Okay, let's get on with it.
Good. Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life in death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
Press 4 GG uninstall. What was 4? I didn't even look at it, I think. Oh, there we go. Alright, alright. So I'm definitely gonna look at all the single classes before I decide. Oh, that was the I'm not doing this option. I wonder if it actually ends. Stuff like that happened in Tides of Numenera. The video card driver keeps uninstalling. What the fuck? That's annoying. Nvidia. I have Nvidia too. Okay, let's go with mail. Even reformatted. Did you do CC cleaner? Only 2 sexes in 2018. What would you expect? Neutral? Okay, I think human is still as shit as it was in PoE. As far as I've seen, yeah, you need to be bloodied on your death and you get accuracy and damage. I think that's the same for all of them. Yeah, that's sadly not good. I think I'm probably gonna go with this because of 10% hit to crit conversion. Because there seems to be a lot of stuff based on crit now, especially for the monk. I used to be Armor a lot in PoE 1, but I think I might actually go with the Has All-In. This kind of changed resistance. This was really OP. Wild All-In used to get +10 to all defenses when hit by a will attack. That's gone. For parties? No, it should be for themselves. I read that in a wiki. Oh, when it's also threatened by a teammate. Oh shit. I almost did not see that. Thank you, Megania. Wood Elf is not bad. Immune to confusion and paralyze. Oh, that is crazy. I thought Wood Elf just got nerfed. Oops. But that is really good. Pale Elf is also good. Always was good. Dexterity afflictions. Hobbled also immobilized and paralyzed. Right, that's really good. Berserker, what else? That would be pretty weird, I have to say. So, Mountain Dwarf, resistance. So that's probably like +20 or something. So this is like Armor was before, a little bit. Not really, sickened, weakened and enfeebled. I would have thought this is like prone, but that's maybe strength afflictions. And this is still the same. I mean, it's not exactly the same. It was just flat accuracy before, 15 accuracy. Now it's an increased chance to graze rather than miss. That's really good. Keeps crashing at launch. Wow. Have you tried CC Cleaner, Rad? So Island Armor used to be another weapon set. Now they can move through water. Wow, this sounds very Deadfire RP-ish. They're not reduced to waiting. I don't know how good that actually is. Solo. That sounds really cool. Coastal are renowned for their natural sea legs and sturdy. So, okay, so this is still the same. But now it's not stun and prone, now it's staggered, dazed. I think staggered is a bit like prone, maybe. Staggered, dazed, and stun. I mean, this still sounds like the best overall, I think. I really thought All-In would be good, but if it's only when you have a summon up when you play solo, that's not really good. The text would be more quantitative. Hello, Rogue Womble. You mean it would explain it better? Sorry, my English is not that good. Okay, Rad, good luck. Oh, I forgot the godlikes, right. For some reason I didn't click on them at all. So this is still very bad. This is still very bad. And this is the same as before. All these are the same as before. This changed. Under the effect of any might, constitution, or dexterity. So this would be amazing with the barbarian. Oh, don't you think the numbers will change down here? I think the more you go into the creation, the numbers will probably change down here, I think. Because right now I have only the race selection. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna change when I go further. I hope it will. Because if it wouldn't, that would be annoying. You're definitely right. The monk doesn't really have these inspirations. Think? Ability description. Oh, okay, yeah, that was the same problem in PoE 1. I wasn't always very... I think I might actually still go with Coastal or more. I went it so often in PoE 1 now. I mean, Paralyze is a pretty big deal. But so is Stun. And usually you have something like... I don't know if the items carry over like in PoE 1, the boots the Fan Walk as. In PoE 1 you didn't really have anything for Stun. So this was always really good. But... yeah, of course I have no idea what the items are in this game. Select single multi-class, multi-class. Okay. Before I select anything, I just look through all of them. So the Barbarian has Rage. That's basically what used to be per encounter per rest. Now you have resources. It's really cool. I like that change a lot. That's the best change about the whole game. Definitely. And these are new now. Why can't I mouse over these? I guess we'll get there later, but... oh, now it works? Okay. Intimidate. Oops. Through physical imposition, raw intensity, and overt threats, Intimidate allows a character to leave onlookers shaken and cowed. So not everyone responds well. Oh, so now the dialogue will be... tooltip delay, yeah, could be. So now the dialogue will not be majored by your stats. Set to 0.4 seconds. Now the dialogue will be governed by these things. That's very interesting. That is also a very good change. So yeah, the main problem with the Barbarian is gonna be Heart of Fury on level 8. So as far as we know, you don't get that when you multi-class. So that's really... I mean, you will get it when the DLCs come out eventually. Of course. Yeah, I'm not even gonna look at all of this. Just want to confirm on certain things that the wiki was unclear on. So also skeletons can be updated now, and when one skeleton is destroyed, 2 lesser skeletons will come up. So that is really OP now. This used to be so shit in PoE 1. And now with that upgrade, it's OP. And the Phantom upgrade... duration is greatly increased. Okay. I don't know, that's... alright, I guess, but it's gonna die. Then the duration doesn't really matter. So, this gains an accuracy bonus and can now graze. What does it mean, can now graze? I don't understand that at all. What do you mean it can now graze? I don't understand that in the slightest bit. Do they mean the stun can also apply on graze? Is that it? Okay, each time the enemy takes damage, the effect's duration is increased. That's really cool. Graces are misses for stuff that can't graze. Okay. That's super strange, or why would they do that? Why would graces be misses? Or do you just mean specific to these abilities or in general? Because that would be stupid. Why would there be graces if there misses? I totally believe you, but I don't know if I like it. Grace roll counts as a miss, but does that only apply to these specific abilities or to melee attacks as well and stuff like that? To basic attacks? Or can they always grace? Yeah, so this doesn't really say if it got patched or not. I'd have to test it. Okay, and specific nerf to AoE spells. That's okay. I respect that. If it's not for normal attacks. Oh, it's working now, Rat? Awesome. Yeah, definitely have to test that a bit. Let's look at the subclasses. Oh, you can't mouse over brisk recitation. It's not even blue. But I mean, it's pretty clear what it says. It removes the linger. And this is 50% as far as I know. So if you'd want to play a Chanter like I did in PoE 1, then you'd definitely still take this class, even though you'd never select the modal, because you want the linger for Dragon Chant as long as possible. This is good if you're like a rogue or fighter or something with crit to hit conversion. But yeah, I think Troubadour is the best class overall, best subclass. Because this is all for invocations. But if you want more invocations, you just take this. And you get more invocations. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so cipher. Let's check level 8 and 9 first, because that's what we're not gonna get. This is gonna be the most annoying not to get, sadly. These, Assault's Echo. Spells attack at will. Okay, that's not too bad. Great Soul. Number of times Empower can be before resting. Okay, that's a shame, I guess. Chat Nightmare, more focus, more AoE. This is really good. That's quite a shame when you don't get that. Hit by a crit and you get a damage shield. I think it's 25. Yeah, it's 25. Oh, level. But yeah, honestly, multi-classing and losing these couple of spells is not gonna be a big deal at all. This is pretty good. This and Time Parasite is a shame if you lose it. But could be worse, could be worse. Borrowed Instinct. Slow cast time, that's really good. The recovery time is annoying, but once you've casted, at least you get the defenses. It's still 30 seconds, so that hasn't changed at all. No luck for me today. For some reason my game is saying it's a beta. What? That is annoying. I hope you're not having these issues because you had the beta version, because that would be like a slap in the face. You're back, so here's some issues for you. Yeah, this is really bad now. Cast time 3 seconds, recovery time 4 seconds. That is really, really bad. This is also really bad. This is still amazing. And also, once again, with this kind of spell, the recovery time does not matter, because once you cast it, the damage will apply, and that's huge. And also, this has 9 penetration, but it only does 5 to 10 base damage. So, does that mean there's no way for the enemy to resist any of the damage? Almost looks like it. Uninstalled the beta and preloaded the game. Wow. Yeah, there was a lot of issues today, it seems. This is really good. But did the duration... I think the duration got nerfed. 18 seconds, that sounds nerfed. I think I was a lot more before, but I could be wrong. This has a lot of cast time now. It's still alright, all over 5 seconds. It's almost the same as if you had 0.5 cast and 3 recovery. Or 4 recovery rather. Some of these new penetrating for spells. Plus 15 will. Affliction duration. Weapon sets. Oh, I don't know if you can take this if you are a monk cipher. Will you get this on top? I don't think that would stack. Probably doesn't stack, yeah. This is really good now. I mean, the damage is still not as OP as it used to be. But might is... The good thing is might is now not additive anymore, or rather resolve. As far as I know, the attributes are multiplicative now. So spells like this, if you have maxed resolve, are gonna do a lot more damage than when you had maxed might in PoE 1. That's something to remember. I don't know if the same goes for this. It should, honestly. What's the pen on this? Also 9 pen. It's a lot of pen on these spells. Mental binding. This seems like it did not get nerfed. I mean, it did get nerfed in PoE 1, but it doesn't look like it got nerfed further. Alright. Firebrand. This is 18 to 24 plus 25 as burn. But you don't get an enchantment on it anymore. This used to be damaging enchantment. I don't know if that's still the case. Looks like you don't get it anymore. Or that is already in these numbers, but not quite sure. This looks like it was unchanged, but it could be slightly changed. I never really played a druid. I really like about the subclasses is when you go the shifter, you can shift into once each, and each time you shift, you get healed. So that's like 6 heals in a row you can get. It does have a little bit of recovery time, but it's pretty cool. You can do that. And this one is also amazing. Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna look into these classes that I'm not gonna play too much. I'm just looking up some single things I wanted to know. I have a bit more precise look at fighter because it's very interesting to me. To maybe multi-class into. Not 100% sold on the Monk cipher yet. This should be really OP now, and of course this gets longer when you have more intellect. I'm pretty sure this used to be 30 seconds. Maybe I'm wrong. PoE 1. So the stances, we have the Guardian stance, which got actually buffed as fuck now. If you have 3 enemies engaged, you get 15% damage reduced taken. And it doesn't have minus 10 deflection anymore. So this is really good, even solo. This is really amazing. Minus 5% recovery per threatened target. Does that just basically mean as many enemies as are around you? That can't be what it means, right? If you're surrounded by 10 enemies, you're not gonna get 50% less recovery, right? Or are you? Do they need to be engaged for that, would be the question, but it doesn't say anything about engaged. Oh, this is just 5 deflection, 5 accuracy, that's also really good. Oh, when hurt or above accuracy, when bloodied or below deflection. That makes sense. What's this? Unbending. So you have upgrades for unbending? That was already OP. Resolute inspiration. +5 resolve and concentration. $75 of damage taken converted into healing instead of 50%. Yeah, fighter seems pretty OP, honestly. Because you don't have HP anymore, or I mean you don't have endurance anymore, so HP is your only health pool. All this stuff is really, really strong. They put so much work into changing some of these abilities. Yeah, this is really awesome. Gallum. They didn't just copy it. So vigorous defense now, when you take damage, the duration extends. What? Yeah, fighter isn't shit anymore, right? I mean, early game it was always good, but late game it was trash. But now you can combine it with a class like Cipher, that was bad early game. And late game, I mean, this new fighter might be awesome late game anyway. But now you just combine them and boom. The barrage upgrades, yes. Oh, there's 2 different ones. So you get aware on initiative. Oh, okay. So you have 50% grace to hit and 25 hit to crit in one. And if it's not upgraded, you just have grace to hit. But wow, this just adds crit to hit on top of what is already really good. I mean, this is not multiplicative, so if you get other crit to hit conversions on top, it's not like plus on that. But still, wow, holy shit. If you get this, you gain an extra inspiration on top, which is plus power level for spells and abilities and 5 intellect. I mean, could be good, but I think this one is far better. This one is just crazy. This was actually nerfed from the beta. You mean the discipline strikes or the tactical barrage? Enemy's armor rating is reduced for the next attack. Yeah, I don't know. Into the Fray. Got some upgrades, but I think solo it's not that amazing. This is really good for party play. The crit one was nerfed. Wow, it's still so good though. This needed to be nerfed because this is still so good. What did the rogue have? Didn't the rogue have 20% in PoE 1 when you upgraded? Let's check that real quick. I'm gonna go back to the fighter. Oops. I wanna check the rogue's hit to crit conversion real quick. Because if the fighter has better hit to crit conversion than rogue now, what the fuck? That's crazy, and maybe it even stacks. Let's escape. Lightning strike. Oh, just looking for the hit to crit real quick. Probably over here. Yeah, dirty fighting. So this doesn't have an upgrade anymore, it looks like it. Yeah, this used to be 20% in PoE 1 with the upgrade. But now it doesn't seem to have an upgrade actually. I don't see one. All the other upgrades are like this, so we don't have that here. The fighter actually has better hit to crit than the rogue used to have now, but in that same ability you get grace to hit. Like, what? That is so amazing. What is this? Accurate and power. Honestly, the fighter seems OP. Healing is already better than it was. The level 7 one. You mean this one here that's accurate in power? What is this one though? Oh. Oh, this is only empowered though. This is really good, but this is only when you're empowered. The empowered ones are all OP. And you don't get that when you're multi-class, of course. Yeah, so it seems like the rogue, even though it got much better than it was before, it has less hit to crit now than the fighter. The Shadowing Beyond is now an escape ability. But it still makes you invisible for 10 seconds. Wow. I mean level 4, I think it was level 4 before as well. Power level 4. Might actually not have been power level 4, I think it was actually level 4. So this specific got nerfed, or it just happens later, I guess. Quite surprised that a lot of the rogue stuff... Okay, the rogue got this though on level 2. So this is, you get this instead of Shadowing Beyond now. It's just 5 seconds. Right. Right. So I would say a slight nerf, but what really makes a rogue shine is the multi-classes now, so... And you have all these new abilities now. Upgrade for Blinding Strike. The Blinding Strike is still similar, maybe even longer duration. And we get raw damage over time for... Until what? Until combat ends? Okay. You hit somebody with Blinding Strike and they're gonna take raw damage until they die? Is that what this means? That's OP. And... deflection penalty stacking. So all attacks on the target add a stacking. It doesn't say how much. Or until you die, yeah, of course. Is Ranger still shit? I'm gonna check. I mean, it wasn't that bad in PoE 1 though. If you got to level 9 and got that 30-second space duration route, and then stunning shots and stuff like that, that was pretty good. Oh, and Finishing Blow has upgrades now too. This should be similar or the same. And this... I don't know actually. Maybe this is what the base ability was in PoE 1. I haven't really played Rogue, so I can't say that. Shaken for 12 seconds. AoE. Wow, -3 power level. Hello, Wild Fuchs. Or Fox. Yeah, like Rogues, but still love magic in games, so I was thinking about going Wizard. So the DPS subclass sounds good. You lose a lot of spells, which sucks. Plus there's Alice as a no subclass mage, so I could go Cipher, Ascendance or Rogue. Yeah. Yeah, if you're playing with party, definitely go for Alice then. I think Wizard and Barbarian, Druid, that's a couple of classes where it probably is a bad idea. Priest probably as well. I didn't look at the Priest yet. But all the classes that get amazing stuff at power level 8 and 9 don't seem to mix that well with the multi-classes, I would think. The rogue strikes a target violently in the head. Wait, is this new? This seems new. Once again, I'm not really that knowledgeable about rogues, but I've never seen this before. So if you're two-handed, you just get staggered because you're two-handed as affliction on the enemies? Yeah, this completely seems new to me. Oh, one-handed raw damage over time. Okay. Oh, I'm blind. Then you get... upgraded to Dazed. -5. My Dazed is completely different now. -4 penetration. Need to check cipher options. Having 2 mages is good for control and damage. So I'm gonna listen to you for rogue overview, yeah. I mean, I'm not completely doing an overview for each class, but the rogue, I've never really played rogue, so that's why I'm looking at pretty much all abilities. General ranged passive talents. Let's see. We have rogue stuff, defensive stuff. Unarmed. I don't think so. I think I looked through all of these already. It doesn't really look like Marksman is in there. No. No. No Marksman. Wall of Flashing Steel. Self-unscoring hit. Plus 10. Rogue scores a critical hit, they get bonus to... Okay. Probably doesn't stack, because we already had one debuff where it said stacking. Yeah, pretty nice, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the rogue stuff got nerfed, but because new stuff got added... Yeah, I don't know, I feel like the rogue is a bit... I expected more, to be honest. I thought this was the game for rogues. Seems... I mean, he definitely got more options with all the upgrades. Shadow Step also seems pretty cool. Only 3 seconds as opposed to 10 seconds inverse. Why do you get a 6-second paralyze? This could be good if you are allowed to take both upgrades. Then you'd usually use this, and if there's a boss or something, a dragon... If you specifically just want to kill a single target, then you would use this. But if you have to choose between these bows, I don't know. This is really, really strong. This is crazy. Raw damage until combat ends. I don't even know what to say. And you can get the guile back through certain means, can't you? I'm pretty sure. Man, I kind of want to play, but I also want to look at all these abilities, because all these upgrades are so crazy. This seems new as well, I might be wrong. Withering Strike. Weakened? Yeah, this is definitely new, because Weakened is a sneak attack affliction, isn't it? Oops. Pretty sure it's a sneak attack affliction. It's Constitution. That should be body affliction. Yeah. Yeah, this must be new. Unless I just totally missed that it's in 1 as well. I might have just missed that. He's got a Steam message, any Adra dragons slain yet? So, 2 corrode for 3 seconds. And the duration... It doesn't say, it says it builds in potency. So I guess this is until the target dies as well. So Rogue is a real assassin now. Target receives enfeebled. I'm gonna have to be so careful with all these afflictions, because a lot of stuff has the same name it had in PoE 1, but it's totally different now. Can't be healed. Yeah, this is definitely new. So once you hit somebody, they're fucked. What is this? Sap. Fused and hobbled for 30 seconds. I mean... It's kind of cool, but... Now also become confused. I mean, confused seems changed. That you can do damage to your allies. But I haven't seen yet. Does confused still make you uncontrollable? And you still not control your actions? Because I don't think that's how it works anymore. Oh, this has a lot of upgrades. This is still the same ability. You can upgrade it even more. Get a corrosive damage over time effect. Or the area where you throw the bomb also applies second. Oh, and this I also didn't see. This gets another upgrade too. Last much longer, 20 seconds. What? And grant swift. Immune to engagement, 100% stride. I guess that's movement speed. And 5 dexterity. Okay, so this was the paralyze one. But now before teleporting out, Rogue throws daggers at nearby enemies, dealing pierce damage and hobbling them. So that's AoE. Yeah, foe AoE. It doesn't say what size of AoE though, unless I'm totally blind. Yeah, it's what you said, Rogue One, but sometimes the descriptions are not... There's something missing here. What is the size of the AoE? Range 8 meters. Target paralyzed, foe AoE. How big is the AoE? Is it a cone or is it a circle? Can't find it. Maybe I'm just blind. What is this? Vanishing strike. Strikes an enemy. Huh? Why is this a high level ability? Just so you have another invis? This doesn't seem good at all. Maybe just misunderstand this. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's go back for the to the fighter one more time. I don't know. I really expected the rogue to be really strong because of multi-classing, but the rogue itself seems nerfed, which is kind of weird. I mean, I haven't seen any of these abilities actually used, so I might just be talking out of my ass right now and just have no idea what I'm saying. Clear out. So this used to be shit before. Or at least I didn't like it. Now you push back all enemies in a line. That could be really good, definitely. It's all enemies around them. No, that's not really good. Because... maybe it is though. Yeah, I don't know. That's some stuff you have to try out. Or at least I'd have to try it out. I don't really understand it. Inspired Discipline. 30... What? Okay. This is just gets better and better. Fighter is a monster. You get strong, plus fight might, constitution, dex. On all stats basically. For 30 seconds. So if you have high end, this is gonna be almost a minute. One of the Into the Fray upgrades had minus AR in the beta. Okay, let's check that again. Yeah, minus 10 AR. Yeah, you're right. I didn't see that. I didn't see that it was minus 10. That's a lot. I think I read the lower part here, but I didn't look at the actual number. And also dazed. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is definitely really good. This changed from being a boring ability to an actually useful ability. What is this? Power Strike. This seems new. Never heard of that ability before. Striking enemy with a powerful melee attack, dealing high damage and stunning them. Goes behind. Oh, okay. 100% bonus damage. Yeah, Dazed got changed. Dazed seems insane now. Minus 4 pen. Yeah, AR and pen stuff is definitely gonna be OP. Everything pen in general. I mean, we had AR in PoE 1 already. So pen is just gonna be OP in this game. But we'll have to see how the monsters are designed. But I don't think it's gonna be balanced. No way. Same as the multi-classes, they're not gonna be balanced. So. After the strike, receive the acute and swift inspiration temporarily for 10 seconds. Okay. I mean, this seems okay, but for being high level, I don't know. Take the hit. Oh, that's for party play. So this used to just take away armor rating, but now you also gain bonus penetration. 3 bonus penetration. So yeah, this got slightly better, I guess. What is this? Unbreakable. Oh, that's the revive. So in the upgrade you get +10 for all defenses. Is there still knockdown injuries? I'm pretty sure there's still knockdown injuries. This ability got relatively bad ever since they introduced the knockdown injuries. I mean, it's cool and all if you're doing triple crown solo and just want to survive, but the knockdown injuries, I mean, I guess in a party it matters a bit less. A little less. But still, you don't want to get those injuries. The knock-up. I haven't really understood the knock-up part yet. Is that like knockdown? No, that's disoriented. Yeah, this is knockdown. I guess knock-up is just a brief period before the knockdown. This is really long. 9.5 base? Didn't this used to be like 5 or 6 base? Why is this 9.5 seconds now? If you have high int, holy shit. Yeah, the fighter is insane, Gallum. They made it so much better. I love it. I'm really stricken now. If it wasn't for this, I would still guaranteed go for Monk. But seeing this... Man, this ability. And it's power level 3, you're gonna get it at... What's that, level 6? Yeah, I think level 6 or level 5. Then you get that. I mean, multi-class it's gonna be later, of course. Multi-class is gonna be like level 10 or something, I suppose. But still. It's so early and it's so OP. Because defense also has an upgrade. Oh yeah, I already saw that. So this is also OP. Each time you get hit or take damage, the duration goes up again. Weapon spec, you get weapon mastery. +5, 10. Didn't this used to be +15 without upgrading before? Maybe. Can make a real nice tank if you go single class. I mean, you can, for the tank, you don't need to go single class though. You can get this as a multi-class as well. Just this is gonna be so strong in this game. The healing over time, because you don't have a second health pool to worry about anymore. Right, I think I looked at pretty much most things I wanted to see. It's just single strike, full attack. This charge. Yeah, let's look at devoted and so on. Let's look at the subclasses for a second. The black jacket. Yeah, fighter charter is gonna be the best tank. Because you have the healing over time from the fighter and the healing over time from the chanter. And the chanter has 2 different healing over times now. So yeah, Fighter Chanter is gonna be the best tank. Okay, so I've reduced recovery time when switching weapons. And an additional weapon set. This is interesting. This used to be the island armor, and now it's a fighter subclass, which makes so much more sense. But you lose here you lose the healing over time, the constant recovery. That's not too good for solo. It's very good in a party, of course. Alright, may select a single weapon proficiency as their chosen weapons. So that's new only for the devoted, the chosen weapons, because you get specialization with pretty much every class. But yeah, this is increased penetration and increased critical hit damage. And this combined with the barrage upgrade, of course. Yeah, Devoted is the best, I'm pretty sure. I'm not quite sure what Unbroken does. I'm gonna look in a second. So yeah, if you use a not chosen weapon, accuracy is penalized. And you gain only a single proficiency. But that's not a big deal. Because you can buff your accuracy with so many things. And if you're multi-class, you're gonna have some raw damage options depending on what your multi-class is. So yeah, Devoted is pretty much the best, I think. Yeah, this one... Obsidian still thinks disengagement attacks are good. I don't think they are. But we'll see, I guess. I don't think disengagement is good. This is good though, Shield Mastery. Armor rating while wearing a shield. Lower stride, lower reflexes. That's not good. I mean, lower stride, I guess, doesn't matter for a tank. Lower reflexes. If that means reflex defense, yeah, that's a problem. What's the penalty? It didn't say, I think. Oops. Yeah, it doesn't say, sadly. I mean, stuff like this, you find it out as soon as you play the character, but it's kind of annoying. Yeah, you can respec your chosen weapon, that's true. I think what the main problem is, if you're in combat and you can't do damage to a certain enemy. Stride should be move speed, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, move speed. So yeah, Monk. The only reason I'm still debating not to go Monk is there a reason? Monk is really good. I'm just really trying to think, is there a reason not to go Monk? This Torment's Reach got nerfed, yes, it's not a full attack anymore. It's a primary attack. But this stuns the primary target now. And that is insane. The old Torment's Reach could prone targets behind the first target you attack. But this, I don't think it's intended. It might actually not be intended. But you get the AoE that you always used to get. But on top of that, you get the primary target stunned as well. And that is just insanely good. And of course, it's based off wounds, so you're always gonna have this ability. You're always gonna have it. It's based off one wound, if it didn't get changed. Doesn't really say here, but it was one wound in PoE 1. And this, you can still take this on top, if you happen to not have wounds and you have this upgraded. If this attack critically hits, its cost is refunded. And you're gonna get some crit conversion as well. Yeah, you can get... I mean, no, you can't get one-handed style if you use fists, but pretty sure there's some crit conversion you can get as well. Yeah, the enemies in the AoE behind the target, that's like the old Torment's Reach from PoE 1. If they're very close, it's a very, very small AoE. They have to stand exactly behind the target, but the cool thing is, if you have a line of enemies, it keeps extending. So even if you're very low intellect, you can hit like 20 enemies in a line as long as they're close enough together to each other. So if you have this upgraded, you have the AoE behind them stunned. And what got changed to PoE 1, you also stun the guy standing in front of you. And also it was prone and not stun in PoE 1, but... yeah, for example, if you have doorway fights, or if you just kite them so they follow you in a line, you just run and manipulate how they're gonna attack you. But what I'm really pumped about is this, but I'm not quite sure if it's intended or if it's gonna get changed. Because in the wiki it says only behind the targets. In the wiki it doesn't say the same thing it says in-game. Yeah, and this is of course still the same. But now this is upgrade. Iron Wheel, armor rating, yeah. That is still the same as it was, but now it counts as an upgrade. And this is new. No, it's not. This also used to be a separate ability before. Right. Yeah, but these used to be super, or at least this used to be super early. And this is super late now. But it was never good for Long Pain. I don't know if that got changed, but this didn't work with Long Pain in PoE 1. And of course this got buffed as fuck. This was always a super good ability. But now you get either the shock damage, which was the same in PoE 1, or you get this. Critical hits have a chance to trigger another attack instantly. Yes, because that's not OP at all. So that's really good. So my reasoning is really, is there a reason why I should not go Monk Cipher? Fighter is one of the reasons, because Fighter is just insane now. I should also remember that in PoE 1 there was Veterans Recovery, the cross-class talent, and I always took it ever since it got introduced. Fighter Monk. No, I want to have some casting in there. And Cipher was my favorite class in PoE 1. So it's either Fighter Cipher or Monk Cipher. Long Pain. Let's look at Long Pain for a second. Oh, Long Pain is still the same. It has still the insanely high base damage. The big question here is this still bugged with Long Pain? So in PoE 1, this damage applied to the base damage of Long Pain. It doesn't apply to the base damage of the normal fists, but it applied to the base damage of Long Pain. So that's really the big question. Did this get changed or is it still the same? Because if Long Pain still does more damage than Firebrand, and it's dual wield and it has super fast attack speed, then this is the best weapon in the game. You think they haven't changed it? Here's the thing. Why I wanted to go Monk Cipher originally is because the Cipher's 40% damage suffers under early game weapons. But if you are a monk, then you don't care. Yeah, it's still unarmed, but normal fists are unarmed too. But in PoE 1, this didn't apply to the base damage of normal fists. It got added. But it applied to the base damage of Long Pain. For whatever reason. Probably not intended. Okay, let's look at Paladin. So Bleak, oops, I did not want to do that quite yet. This. The Flames of Devotion got buffed. You get Second Affliction if you're Bleak Walker. And you get temporarily, for 15 seconds, you get burn damage. And of course Int is gonna improve that time. So that is really strong, and I'm pretty sure that got changed. Pretty certain that was not the same in PoE 1. This, nearby allies receive a smaller word. What? Really? So the Paladin is now the ultimate buff bot, huh? Nearby allies receive a smaller version of the Flames effect. That's really cool. Because Paladin was always about party buffs. The auras. 5 accuracy, 5% hits to crits. Paladon. Hello, Yamighty. Yeah, Pala was always one of my favorite classes too. So incoming hits down to graces or misses if the attacks cannot grace. So this also applies to enemies, it looks like. Enemies have this on their AoE abilities as well, that they can't graze. So AoE attacks really got nerfed a lot. Constant regen. Oh, see, so the Paladin is another one who has regen. It's a bit less than the fighter, but that's to note. If you have the aura on. Foe AoE blinded. Fighter Paladin. That was never possible in Baldur's Gate. That would be so funny. That would be a lot of healing, but I think Chanter's still more. Quite certain Chanter's still more. Oh man, oh man. I think I'm gonna have to get on with creating the character pretty soon. I really like to look at all the stuff, but it is so much changed and new. Reinforcing exhortation. So this was always pretty bad because it was per rest, but we don't have that anymore. We have resources now. So that's why it's already better. Now you get steadfast, plus 5 resolve, okay. Hardy. Plus 2 armor rating, plus 5 con. That's much better. Yeah, it's a thing. I'm gonna play them all anyway. The thing is, I'm so sold on my monk in one way, but on the other side, I'm kind of afraid if I don't have healing over time that I might get fucked. That's why I'm considering the fighter so much. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, mighty. See you later. Good luck. Have fun. Sacred Immolation now has upgrades. Oh, okay, so it doesn't heal in its base version now. So you have to upgrade it for either healing, that was how it was in PoE, or you can get Revive. I'm pretty sure there was a talent for the Paladin in PoE 1 as well. I'm not 100% certain. 1000 health, that sounds like quite a lot though. Can you actually get 1000 health in this game? I think the highest endurance I've seen in PoE 1 was around the 500-600s. If at all. What did my Barbarian have? I think maximum of 500 endurance. But I guess you can get 1000 HP in this game. For healing the Charter's Dragon. Yeah, that one should have 1k HP. Obviously. Okay. It's time to make a decision, I think. Go for fighter or go for monk? Let's just stick with the monk. Let's just stick with the monk. Okay, Hellwalker only gets 3 wounds. Why doesn't it say that here? Yeah, I'm gonna go monk cipher. Why does it not say anything here? As Rogue Wumble already said. I know for a fact you can only gain 3 wounds. And you take 5% more damage for each wound. Why does it not say that here? That is kind of sad. Yeah, this sounds really meme-y. Sounds like a big meme, but I feel like it's not gonna be good. And yeah, here it just says max wound limit is decreased, but I also know that it's 5 instead of 10, so... No subclass. Oh, do I take abilities now? No. Okay. No subclass. Oh, okay, there we go. Swift Strike. Let's check this real quick. Oh, wait. Primary attack. Prone. Prone for how long, though? Oh dear, okay. Let's go here again. Wait. Prone for how long? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go Swift Strikes. As long as they just 5 for 5. But why does it say it knocks them prone? Does it just knock them prone for like half a second? That's how it was in PoE, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Swift Strike. Prone was a little weird in the version you played. It had a short fixed duration. Okay, that's bad. And it's a primary attack, it's not even a full attack. Oh, Cipher. And here I'm also very undecided. I'm either gonna go with Ascendant or with Soul Blade. But I'm lacking a lot of information on Ascendant. More of an interrupt than a knockdown, okay. Yeah, so I know that you have between 10 and 30% damage if you get the Biting Whip. Oh yeah, 10 and 20%, sorry. So this is usually with the normal cipher, it's 20 and 40, I think. Yeah, 20 and 30, okay, never mind. That's 20 and 30, and it's 10 and 20 with the Ascendant. But if you reach max focus... Yeah, the fists are a melee weapon, Gallum. If you reach max focus, you should do normal damage. But it says it provides more bonus damage, but do you get the 10% that the Ascendant doesn't get? Or what does that mean? What do you get when you're Ascended? And also you get a penalty to power level when you're not Ascended, which shouldn't be a problem because we're gonna be spending our wounds first. And of course, As I said, fists have a pretty high base damage and probably better than the early game weapons, so building focus with 40% on the fist damage should be really good. But yeah, I'm really lacking the information. What does Soul Whip do when you ascend it? Does it only do the 10-20 and even less when you're not ascended? Not quite certain. Then we have the Soul Blade, which looks much more interesting for early game. Because Shred Cipher spells cost less focus. So, for example, this. Normally it costs 10 focus. I think it's 5 less, if I remember correctly, so it's only 5 focus. And this I didn't see before. Downing an enemy was made. I don't think this is in the wiki, or I've overlooked it. Downing an enemy with a melee weapon temporarily grants concentration and raises max focus. And yeah, your max focus is reduced, but it's not the biggest deal. And you get the soul annihilation, so it doesn't really matter. If you have max focus and you want to get rid of your focus, you just do that. You don't need to use the power for that. And it is converted into raw damage, so that's really, really strong, since raw damage doesn't need pen. I think I'm just gonna go Soul Blade. Yeah, I think so too, Galem. I think Soul Blade is better choice. The Ascendant could be really cool, but it's something you have to test out, and the description doesn't say enough. Yeah, and Soul Annihilation is really buff because of the raw damage, and I don't think it has any big cast or recovery times because it's a melee attack. So doing a lot of damage just like that on top of the damage you're already outputting. Yeah, sentence sounds very complicated. I'm definitely gonna have to test it out, but it doesn't sound good for a first character, I would say. Alright. So I want antipathetic fields. Oh, I can only change one ability at level 1. Maybe because I'm multi-classed, I suppose. I don't know, but it looks like it. Usually you could take 2 at level 1 with the cipher and PoE 1. But yeah, Soul Shock only on allies. Tenuous Grasp is okay. It has less cast time actually than Whispers of Treason. Oh, that's interesting. You used to be able to cast this out of combat. So this still seems pretty good. But yeah, I think I'm still gonna go with this because it's just so OP. Yeah, I took one with Monk, so that's how that works, huh? Interesting. So if I was single class Cipher, I could take 2. And this... what is this? Ally, okay. Let's go with Antipathetic Field. The main damage is gonna be through the Monk early game. That's just how it is. I mean, the 20 to 30% damage are gonna be super strong. So yeah, Might and all the attributes are supposed to be multiplicative now. But there is a cap. You cannot get more than 35 Might. So if I would have 16 Might bonus through food and whatnot, I would only get 15. But you can always respec if it comes to that point. So I think maxing Might is pretty much a must. Maxing Dex is even better than maxing Might, so we'll have to look into that early game, because if you have low accuracy, just having quick attack speed is really good. Might doesn't really help you if you don't hit stuff. Resolve is really strong now. It is deflection and hostile effect duration and will. It used to be spell damage though. Did that get changed? Spell damage and healing, is that gone? Hallo, Ed von Schleck. Moin, ja, Soloran. Ich versuch's auf jeden Fall. Isn't it better to leave it at 18, you mean, might? Oh, the spell damage and healing is back on might? That's annoying! Why did they do that? Did they actually listen to people complaining? No! Ja, ich habe zuerst fast 2 Stunden auf das Spiel gewartet, Ed. 2 Stunden. Bis es endlich spielbar war. Sorry for talking German in between. Okay, so might is a no-brainer now. All damage and healing. That's stupid. I don't mind, kind of, but I like the resolve change. Because for my character... Oh, you understand German, cool. For my character, it would be really annoying if resolve was still good, because I'd have to think about... Okay, Ed. I'd have to think about putting some points into resolve, but now I can just leave it at 10. I mean, it's good for my character, but I don't like the decision. So intellect is not gonna be that amazing for us. It usually is for ciphers, but for the cipher monk subclass, it's gonna be kind of meh. Yeah, I could even dump it. But I think I'm gonna leave int at 9, con at 10. I think this is exactly the stats we'll be trying out. Because we want a little bit of int, but since we're a monk, it's not that important. For Torment's Reach, the enemies have to be right behind the guy anyway, even with maxed int. My monk in PoE 1 has maxed int. Glass cannon. Nah, not really. We could go like 3 dex, 3 rest, but... This is also concentration, right? It's not? Where's concentration now? Oh, concentration is not on a stat. Yeah, the artwork and everything, it looked so good already before character creation, and the sea fights gonna be dope. Everything about this game just looks beautiful. Alright, where are we from? Idea. We get 1 res. Deadfire, 1 dex. That could actually be really good. Could go max might, because we already have 20 might. Yeah, living land is might as always. But I don't think it's wise to do that. I think dex would be better for us. Yeah. Pretty sure this text is almost the same as in PoE 1. Oh, and also, why would we not go Deadfire when that's exactly where we're playing now? I wonder if there's any choices. There might be a lot of in-game stuff relating to this, that we come from the Deadfire archive. I don't even know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. Archipelago. What was your job? Diplomacy. Hello? The delay is so crazy. This is 0.4 seconds delay. Takes forever. There we go. That was not 0.4 seconds. Wait, I can't get it going for diplomacy. Not at all. Doesn't work. Something with mechanics? Do you think mechanics is still in the game? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. Never mind. Why does this give buff to 3 stats now? That's crazy. No, I didn't move the mouse, Megania. Now I can move it as I will. Now there's no delay, but I didn't move the mouse. Now it works fine. But at first it didn't. Not very diplomatic from the game. Yeah. Doesn't even want to show me what that means. So does mechanics still do the same? Yeah, traps and locks. Okay. Kept moving. No, I didn't. I didn't move more than I do now. Now it works fine. I didn't do anything different than I do now. Mechanics, traps, rape you still in all these games. Yeah, sure. But only Hunter has mechanics bonus. Nothing else has. Imagine I need religion. Megania soft trolling me, yeah. I'm used to that. Megania always knows things. Kappa. Stealth and mechanics. Yeah, doesn't seem like you can get that. With mechanics without perception. Why? Is perception important for spotting stuff now? Oh, this is only for opening and disarming. I see. Ooh, I did not see that. I did not see that at all. Yeah, pick up on details. You need perception for that now. Ooh, I did not know that. Wait a second, this is kind of stupid though. So in dialogue you don't really need stats anymore, but rather these. But for finding traps I need mechanics and perception. I don't mind, but it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Shit. I guess dump int? I don't think int has any effect on antipathetic field. And stuff like disintegration will even be better with dumped int. Try it with 10, see how far you can go. I mean, if you will learn from my mistakes, yeah. When I get wrecked by a trap. Yeah, maybe you can buff it with food, that's true. Probably can. But the thing is, it's also accuracy, so early game perception is never too bad. I mean, I don't necessarily need all the way buffed might and all the way buffed dex when the game starts. It's kind of cool to have it, because it looked like I don't need the other stats, but it's not like maxing is really necessary in this game. Especially since my class has a lot of damage buffs. Let's dump int. Look how far we get. At 16 already. You know what? I think that's good. Oh no, this armor doesn't have a name yet. I have to look at the portrait though. If there's good portraits. That inspire a name. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna dump in because 16 perception should be good. If we have to change it, then we'll change it. Respect. As I said, 15 dex would be fine, as Galam says, but if we can max it, we'll max it. You know. Let's try if we can get away with it. So this is kind of dumb. Because I'm attacking with my fists. And I have no idea which weapons are good. I mean, we definitely don't want crush damage as secondary damage. So I think Sabers will still be fine. Yeah, jokes on them. Already got the weapons on me. The fists, obviously. Yeah, I guess I just go with Saber. Just click on them. On what them? The fists? Are the fists actually here? Because I don't see them. Yeah, I think Sabers should be fine. If there's crush immune enemies, we'll whip out the Sabers. Like in PoE 1. Do I need to select 2? Oh, I do. To see description. You mean from this or? Let's go slash and pierce. I guess we can go dagger as well. Click on my. Oh, okay. Click on my fists IRL. Oh shit, there's a lot of portraits. But only these are more. This is the same portraits as in 1. Shit, there's my PogChamp portrait. We should call this guy PogChamp again. Steven Seagal. We'd call him Stevie, Deadfire Stevie. I think I actually have a character named Deadfire Stevie. PoE 1. That's more of... What's that even called, that emote? But yeah, you're right, that's what it looks like. I keep forgetting the names of the emotes. I think we'll go with this. This just looks too juicy. To change secondary to it's called, and then it does the emote again. Man, my memory's so bad sometimes. Wait, that's not the face. There we go. This. Get rid of the hair, of course. Ooh, the voices.
Nothing will slip past me.
Did this get changed? This sounds different.
Need a hand? I'll lead the way.
Yeah, okay, well, always show. I mean, you could do wrong capitalization if you do the first letter not as a capital, then it should show the name, right? Okay, these definitely seem different.
I'm flattered.
But my music is a bit loud. Yeah, like compared to the voices.
Sharp eyes and keen ears. Onward! Let's keep quiet. No prisoners. They won't see me coming. Well,
The first one is... Oh, that's forehead then, right? Yeah, see? I didn't even call him PogChamp, I called him forehead. That is how bad my memory is. I don't know what's going on with me. That's what that character was called, forehead.
keeping an eye out. I'll teach you a lesson. Let's go.
I'm so bad. Oh, I can go with no voice. Why would I want to do that?
Nice and slow. Show 'em how it's done. I'll take a peek. Hey there. A blade in the... Yes? Now I... Death to all wicked.
Okay, let's go with this. I can have a pose. You talk with your fists. Yeah, that's true. Telepathic. Next level chat. Yes. Look at this guy. He's hunched. Looks creepy as fuck. This would be good if you play a priest and roleplay the priest from PoE 1. The super annoying guy. What was he called again? Durance? I think Durance. That's his name, right? Why is this roguish? This doesn't look roguish at all. And Sassy, he just takes the other arm. This is the same pose. Are you kidding me? Character creation simulator 2. Welcome back, yeah, Mighty. Yes. Sorry about that. I wasted a bit too much time with looking at other classes because so much interesting stuff, especially the fighter, and I'm pretty sure I would have found more. Look at these poses. Let's go with Sassy. That doesn't even make any sense. Okay. There you go, there's your name. We thought long and hard about it for exactly 1 second. And 50 HP, we start with 50 HP, yeah, that's pretty good. Wrong name. You want it to be forehead. Franz and Sissy, yeah, that's right. Oh, I can't do numbers, I think. It looks like. I can't. I can't type before. Doesn't work. Okay. Ruined. Megania, Sissy. I don't even know if you can take a name that's that long. Oh, we can click on Soul Annihilation now. I'm pretty sure I couldn't click on it before. So I'm pretty sure the 10 raw damage is adjusts if you have more focus, but I'm not sure. We have to test that out. But yeah, converts it into raw damage. Pretty sure that's gonna change if you have more focus. Try it out. And everything else should be self-explanatory. This shouldn't change if you have less intellect. I didn't actually look at the duration though. 6 seconds seems like quite little. It didn't change in PoE 1. I just checked that real quick. Yeah, stays the same. Oops. All right. Looks like we're done.